welcome to Turtle Burger Vlogmas day 17. Yeah, day 17. I wanted to show you what I was able to get done on day 17, and then I have, because I only worked on one thing, but then I have a bunch of stuff that I guess because the new year coming up, I'm feeling like I want to clean out some clutter. Don't touch it, don't touch it. You'll move it. Little lady's sitting right here. She wanted to move the camera. So I have some projects that I wanted to show you that I'm going to be, I don't know, either not continuing or repurposing or doing something with. So let me show you what I did. So this is obviously Monday. Not obviously, it is to me, but today is Monday, and I'm talking about what I did yesterday on day 17th, Sunday, December 17th. So I worked on, I said they were going to be the alignments, and I just kept going until I forgot kind of what I was doing, because I was making a modification on that pattern, and still ended up with Point Edwards mitts. So I'm not going back now. Yep, mittens. I'm not gonna redo this. So this is my first successful attempt at 2 at a time. So this is the Point Edwards mitt by Fairlight Fibers. I am using a US size 3.5 millimeter needle on a 40-inch cord magic loop, and the yarn is Lion Brand Mandala in the color Fairy. Here are my 2 cakes. I wound them up. I took the gray parts out of the Lion Brand cake, and that's what we're using. So first of all, for 2 at a time, this is the first time I've successfully done it, and I'm in a time crunch, so I wanted to be successful at it this time. Oh, she's eating a candy cane. I was supposed to keep her quiet. So I used the Crazy Sock Ladies method. Candy cane. And basically what she does is knits her ribbing, or at least gets a good start on it where she has something to work with, instead of just casting on both. And that's what I did. I casted on, this was my first one, casted it on, did my ribbing, which is 16 rounds 2 inches, all around cuff, and moved those to DP ends, and then I cast it on this one and did the ribbing, or cuff ribbing, and when I was done, I just slid it over, put this back onto this needle, and went round and round and round. And that's what I'm doing. I'll figure out the thumb when I get there. I don't know. So yeah, like I said, I was making a modification to the alignments and forgot what I was doing and just ended up in stockinette. So I thought, well, since I'm in stockinette, I was already 4 rounds in, I didn't want to have to undo those. I thought I'll just continue with Point Edwards mitts, but then I had a plan for the alignments, which is,
got my pan.
So in this Knitting McCurly bag, I haven't worked on it in a while, but this is the Headband with a Twist by, I think it's Mirella Moments, maybe. And I love this fabric. The yarn that I'm using is Knit Picks Andean Treasure Sport Weight. And so, and this is in the color, I think Calypso Heather. Yeah, Calypso Heather. So I thought what I would do is, I'll finish my headband, and I have another ball of this, and I will just make me some alignments. I was going to make me some mittens anyway, so I will just make them out of this, because these will be so soft and comfy on my hands and my head. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So I will be going to the alignments eventually. I just forgot what I was doing today. And also I wanted to mention, using that method of Crazy Sock Ladies of doing your ribbing first and then moving everything to your cable, your long cable needle. I'm enjoying that so much, and will definitely be doing 2 at a time. I'm not going to say everything, but I'm really enjoying it, and that made it a lot less fussy for me. So I really like that. So that's what I'll be doing with that. I also wanted to show you that I think it was over the summer I made Turtle some mittens. These were the world's simplest mittens from Tin Can Knits, and his other mitten has completely come undone. So I thought what I would do is put in a lifeline somewhere around here, because I don't know at which point it unraveled. Let's see here. Yeah, somewhere around there I'll put in a lifeline, and then maybe start the decreases. Turtle's mittens. Start the decreases and fix his mitten. This yarn is Karen's Simply Soft in the color Autumn Red. Yeah, I need to make you some mittens. That's what we need to do for you. Yeah, so that's one project I will be working on. Let me just set these to the side. I've got stuff all around me here. The next thing, I didn't work on these, but I was thinking, so these are my husband's just toe up vanilla socks. I'm thinking I might undo this and work cuff down, because I've become much more proficient at that, and I feel like I can know where I'm going with it, because these are almost 2 years in the making, and this is all I've gotten done. And it's because I think it's because I don't know, I keep trying it on and it's just taking forever to get to the foot. So I'm thinking of undoing that. I'm filming. Eat your candy cane. Your mouth is just so red. That's okay. So that's one thing that I'm going to undo and redo to where I can be successful at it. The next thing I want to show you is, so if you have watched any of my previous videos, you know that every month I do the kitchen sink shop dishcloth of the month. I did not get July's done, which is Narnia, which is right here. And I have not started December's. And November's, which is Darcy, this is all I have. Here's what I'm thinking. It's the end of the year. I'm not going to get these done. I feel pretty confident about that. So what I'm thinking is, call it a year. Okay, no, step back, please. Thank you. Calling it a year, not doing those because they're not getting done. I'm thinking of undoing them and starting fresh in January and seeing how much I can keep up with. What do you guys think about that? Obviously I'm trying to get rid of projects that I'm just not going to be working on. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with these 2 dishcloths, is just unraveling, starting fresh in January, and seeing what I can do. So the next project that I have here is back in, I believe, October maybe. I test knitted the Kuutar sock for Sorry Nordland. It really is a very beautiful lacy sock. I have not made the second one. I'm not gonna make the second one because while it is very pretty, I didn't enjoy doing lace for this, so I'm not gonna make it. The yarn I used was Southern Skeins Sock Club yarn in the color Red Rock Canyon. I have a whole ball plus the mini, which is Sedona, and I'm just gonna make a sock. Ooh, maybe these would be my Halloween socks next year. Because there's no sense. I mean, I'm just not going to be using it, and it's in this beautiful bag by Noble Character Crafts, but I'm just going to undo this, and that's going to be one less project that I have to worry about and feel guilty for not making, because I'm not gonna make the second one. I don't think I would enjoy wearing them because I certainly did not enjoy, while it is a beautiful finished project, I didn't enjoy the process of it. And I'm very much a process knitter, but I did learn a lot. So there's that. Next is I have my Brioche basic beanie. I cannot remember who it is from. I am undecided on this. More than likely, I feel like I'm gonna unravel it, but I'm undecided. That's just Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So the ones that I'm undecided about, I'm not gonna unravel those right away, because I might change my mind. I might want to go back to it one day. What is this? Oh, this is my Florida Girl sock by Groovy Mom. Ooh. I did do an Eye of Partridge heel. I mentioned talking about my Murray Schrader socks. I don't think I had done an Eye of Partridge heel. And look at that. There's one right there. I have done it before. Yay. I'm going... I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I would rip it out, but I feel like it would be a waste of so much of my little mini yarn here. This was a mini from Southern Skeins that came with the Holly Jolly Christmas sock set last year. I believe it's called Frosty, but anyway, I'm gonna keep this. I think I'm just gonna stick out the process. This is what I really don't want to undo, but I will keep it and see how I do there. But I'll need to change my needles because that will be much more enjoyable. So yeah, that's in this bag. I think I'll keep that, just because I don't want to waste that yarn that's in that cuff, that rolled cuff. I can't remember what you call it. Next up is, back in November, I started an Emily's dishcloth as gifts for my mother-in-law and sisters-in-laws. But then, if you've watched Vlogmas, I ended up changing. The sister-in-laws are the ones that I'm making the Point Edwards mitts for. And I made my mother-in-law a Twisted Ladders beanie hat. This is so close to being done. I might just finish this and keep it for myself. And then, oh, actually, no. I will go ahead and continue this. And it will be the first addition to the gift box that I'll be starting in January. So someone may get a dishcloth. That yarn, and again, that's the Emily's Garden dishcloth by the Kitchen Sink Shop. And it is in this cone yarn, which is just sugar and cream, I believe, or peaches and cream, and the color Sea Breeze. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, so that's what I'll do with that. And I'm using a massive needle for those, 4.5 millimeter, which is that a size 7? I'm still trying to figure that out. So yeah, I think I'll keep that since it's so close to being done, and that one's pretty easy. That will just be a gift box knit next year. Okay, next I have, what is this? Little Ladies Holly White sock. This I think I'm just going to undo. She does not enjoy wearing the hand knit socks, so I think I will just wait until she's older and make her some that fit her. This was Holly White by McKaylee Marler Breaking Yarn. I haven't really wanted to work on this because I know she doesn't like wearing the socks that I have made her. They're not her go-to. When she goes and picks out socks, they're always her commercial socks. So it just is what it is. I will keep this yarn though, because to us this was special yarn just because of the name. When she was first learning colors, she called everything purple red, and this yarn is color Red Purple by Huntington Valley Yarns. So that was just so perfect. So I will take this apart and reserve it for her for a pair of socks in the future, when hopefully she enjoys wearing them and appreciates them. Well, she doesn't have to appreciate them, but at least enjoy wearing them. The next project that I have, this is the Fall Bluff Pullover by Ashley Lillis. I'm going to undo this, not because I don't like it, but I went up a needle size at the time that I started making it, and I knew that it may be big, and it's just, I feel like it's going to be too big on my neck. I don't mind oversized, but I don't want it so big on my neck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Can I even try this on? I haven't split for sleeves or anything, but you got my tail ends here. But yeah, see, it's going to be, no. I can't even, no. So that's going to be undone. I likely will redo it in a smaller size and with the called for needles instead of going up a size. Let's see. Okay, now all I have left are 3 old projects. That I don't know what to do with. So this one is the one and only crochet tee that I ever made. I made it in, I think, October of 2020. And it was the basic raglan tee. I forget who it's by. But again, at the time, I don't think I was even knitting yet, or maybe that was about the time that I started knitting. And that's when I finished this. No thought to gauge, which you'll see on another project here in a minute, at all. And I don't like the fit of it. It's not comfortable. I don't like the sleeve armpit things. So this is gonna get undone. This yarn is Lion Brand Heartland in the color, I believe, Cuyahoga Valley. I have no idea how much yarn it took, but this one would probably be pretty easy to replace. Yeah, do I need to repurpose this yarn? Could I just donate it? Of course I could, but I like the yarn. It's extremely soft. I'm thinking of making a cardigan. Yay for Yarn has she calls it her crimson cardigan, that is really beautiful. It's a more fitted cardigan. I'm probably not going to do buttons, but that's what I'm thinking I want this yarn to be. So I think I'm going to undo it and eventually get back to that. And then I don't know if I know I've talked about this yarn before, which are these balls of black yarn. It comes up green on the camera, but it's actually very, very black. Cover my face. And that was yarn that I got to make a boss of mine at the time. She wanted a kind of like a waterfall vest cardigan, and this was my crochet attempt. Knitted would have been better, but I didn't knit at the time. I think this was 2018, and she didn't like it. It was too heavy, and she didn't like the fit of the vest sleeve part. So I kept it, and I'm thinking of just unraveling. I've been unraveling a little bit at a time as I needed black yarn, but I'm thinking just unraveling this and making me a cardigan, just to, you know, wear around the house or something. The yarn is extremely soft. I don't remember what it is. It feels like Karen's Simply Soft, but I'm pretty sure it's sorry, hair in my mouth. Hobby Lobby's yarn Bee Soft Secret. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, or something like that, probably in just the color black. So I'm gonna make me something with that. Ooh, maybe even a weekender. I don't know if that's heavy enough to be a weekender. I think I'll look into that. And then also, many years ago, maybe 2017 or 18, I thought I want a granny square shirt. So I found one, but again, not really understanding yarn weight or gauge or anything like that. I just found yarn I liked and jumped right into it. So I don't remember this pattern name, but I recognize the picture. So I'll link everything below. And you make it in 2 panels. So you make the first granny square, and then the second one, and then this is the top. It goes up like this. It's kind of like a waffle neck. And obviously, I mean, it was way too big at the time. It calls for DK, and this is like a light worsted, and I thought it would be interchangeable with that, and went up a hook size, or yeah, hook size, because it's crochet, and it's ridiculous. But I'm thinking what I might could do, I nearly have the second panel done, and they've just been in a bag for years. You know what, this was 2018 because I thought it would be my Easter shirt, and it just didn't work out that way because it was so big. What I might do is maybe I could just sew these together instead of unraveling and make like a small blanket for little lady. I think that's what I might do. This is all I have left of the rainbow color, which is, where'd my tags go? I just had them. Oh, here they are. That's Soft Secret, Yarn Bee Soft Secret Ombre in the color Whisper. And then I also have the, nearly a full skein of this, which is the Yarn Bee Soft Secret Lilac. That's maybe what I'll do, is I'll just find a way to not take apart what I have, but incorporate it and make a small blanket for her. Because if you remember a little while ago, she told me she wanted a yarn blanket. I can't remember what I was making. And yeah, a blanket. Would you like a blanket in this rainbow yarn? Huh? Oh, keep your SpongeBob blanket. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll... No, it's right there behind you. Apparently she's partial to the SpongeBob blanket. Well, that's okay. So that is all the projects that I have that immediately I want to... Yeah, that I want to undo or do something else with, and repurpose the yarn. And if I find that I'm not enjoying the yarn, then I will donate it. That's at the point I'm at, because things are just out of control. Not so much in the yarn department. I like having a yarn stash, and I'm very thankful for my yarn stash, because you never know what's going to come up, either as a gift or like I like doing test knits, and I like to already have something on hand that I can work with. So that is manageable. It's these projects that I'm not completing. And if I delve deep into myself, there's a reason I'm not finishing them, and I have to be okay with that. I feel like I'm watching this like on a Nitty Natty episode. I think I've been watching her too much. I'm delving into myself for my projects, but she is right though. She is. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.